Thank you for joining me for today's AmazonSellersLawyer.com inside information about selling on Amazon and Amazon suspensions. Today's Google search about Amazon sellers shows 3 out of 5 search terms that are growing in nature on Google have to do with consumers sending messages to Amazon sellers and, of course, Amazon suspensions. Respond to messages as soon as they come in. If you need help, there's a company called Zon Support, which is absolutely tremendous. You have to respond to consumer messages. Of course, again, on the Google search term, Amazon price gouging. Price gouging on Amazon is still a breakout term. Be incredibly careful with your pricing right now during the coronavirus epidemic. We are seeing tons of price gouging suspensions. We're winning them. Call me to find out how. And we're also dealing with more and more state attorney generals when it comes to states accusing sellers of price gouging after Amazon turns over your information. You have to know about an incredible program that teaches sellers how to do better. Dan Metters and Dylan Frost not only are successful Amazon sellers, they teach Amazon sellers what they did. They identified brands, they got the right to sell those brands directly from the brands, and then they learned how to sell on Amazon, and they share what they know. They share their success with Amazon sellers through a course called the Wholesale Formula. The Wholesale Formula has 3 main components to it, and this is how you do great on Amazon. Scout for products, source the products directly from the brand, and then sell them on Amazon. If you do those 3 steps well, you have a safe business. You will avoid IP complaints, you will avoid inauthentic complaints, and you will sell products on Amazon. If you are unsure how to operate or you're not sure where your next pivot is as an Amazon seller, check out the Wholesale Formula. These 2 guys are absolutely tremendous at sharing their knowledge and teaching other sellers how to succeed. Inauthentic suspensions is Amazon's way of asking you to show a link from your products all the way back to the brand. And I'm going to run through 5 things you need to look at on the supplier side of your invoice, 7 things you need to look at on your side of the invoice, and last but not least, the most important aspect on any invoice if you are submitting it to Amazon for an inauthentic suspension. 5 issues you need to look for on the supplier side. 1, the supplier must have a link to the brand. Number 2, the supplier must have a web presence. Number 3, your supplier should absolutely accept phone calls from Amazon if Amazon calls to confirm that they sold the products to you. Number 4, an address on that invoice for the supplier so that when Google staff in India runs a Google Earth search on them, it looks like a business, it looks like a warehouse. And number 5, the supplier. If that supplier is selling to other Amazon sellers and it is known to Amazon, that is a huge plus for any supplier to have that you're buying from. 7 things that are on your side of the invoice that you really should try and get. They're not mutually exclusive. These are all just powerful arguments to show Amazon on any inauthentic. 1, the name on your invoice hopefully matches your Amazon account or the corporation that owns your Amazon account. Number 2, your physical address should match what Amazon has. Number 3, your email address should match what Amazon has. I think this one is ridiculous because we all have multiple email addresses. Amazon looks to see if the email address on your side of the invoice matches what Amazon has in their system. Number 4, the phone number. Your phone number should absolutely match the phone number that Amazon has on file. Number 5, quantities. The number of units that you bought on that invoice has to make sense in terms of what you sent in to Amazon. If you sent in 5,000 units and your invoice shows 1,000, no good. It's always okay to have more units. You really shouldn't have significantly less. Number 6, do not redact anything. I know the policies say that Amazon is okay with you redacting prices. They have testified at arbitrations under my cross-examination that if you redact anything at all, they hold that against you. Number 7, no handwriting on that invoice. Unless there's a space for handwriting, don't write on top of it, don't circle stuff. Leave the invoice as it is and submit to Amazon. The most important thing that you're submitting is something that shows that you actually paid for the products. If your invoice does not show payment was made, Amazon looks at that like it's a purchase order and not an invoice. It is not fulfilling what they are looking for.